you plug it in, please?
Just took pictures of Lulu. We're going to a dance, by the way.
She's so cute. She's one cute lady. She's scared again. You can see her shaking, possibly.
Or you can just like see the car shaking and think it's the car.
Yeah, she definitely is shaking the car. It got dark again, so she thinks that there is gonna be rain, and that I'm gonna use the windshield wipers.
She's scared.
I wonder if those are my tire tracks. That's weird, huh?
Oh, now it's a light.
So I think this video will be a little bit lighter than the video before. We got a little serious for a minute. Yeah? Did we get a little serious for a minute in the other video?
What do you mean? Oh! That confused me so much. I got so confused, Amy. You don't know how confused I
Oh my gosh. You need to learn how not to be confused.
was. That's kind of rude.
You're kind of rude.
Not rude at all.
It's too bad you guys can't see her cute little bun on top of her head. How to specify, because
There you go.
some of you guys are sickos.
There you go. There you
Oh yeah, you can see her cute little bun. The cute little belly bun. I said bun, not buns. I don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
And then the kid just fell on a bike. It's not a bike, it's a scooter.
You saw kids fall on a scooter?
Yeah.
Where? Oh my gosh.
Like that black kid. He fell on the scooter.
Oh my gosh, this is still hot. You wanna try it?
It's tea.
It is tea.
Oh, I love tea.
Sweet and spicy. One of my favorite teas.
I taste the tea.
Okay,
Oh, it's good.
you gotta push the button down. Did you get some?
Whoa.
I put that in this morning, and it's still hot, huh? Not too hot though.
It's like cinnamon.
Yes,
That's the cinnamon.
sweet and spicy. You have to like sweet and spicy. It's the non-caffeine version. It's the herbal one. I can't, it's been a while since I've had the caffeine version, so I don't know what tastes better, but right now I'm loving this. I got a 4-pack at Grocery Outlet. Pretty rad. Because I'll do tea at night to make my stomach feel better sometimes. Peppermint tea is the best for making your stomach feel better.
Y'all like my
She's got some Jack slippers on.
Oh, and I
being
got
very-
blood on my tights.
She's being very ladylike.
I got blood on my tights, bro.
Luckily,
Skis.
she came down on a dog, on her knee, on a dog's toy, and luckily it didn't make a hole in
But there is like a
the
blood
tights,
stain.
but it made a hole in her knee.
Oh,
Excuse me.
yeah, it did. Yeah, it didn't make a hole in the tights, but it did make a hole in my. So now I'm bleeding.
So her tights are her band-aid.
Yes. It's perfect. Right. I like
The trouble they get into right before their dance classes is stalemate. And you wonder why I'm wearing my sunglasses when I say it's cloudy. It is bright. Even though it's cloudy, it's bright. I'm not freezing cold yet. I was starting to get cold downstairs.
I'm
in the
wearing my
house.
jacket. It says "Don't be a baby," and it has a reference. Someone at Olive Garden liked my sweater.
Ariana Grande liked your sweater.
Ah, someone
Olive Garden is near the Big Santa.
What?
Olive Garden is near the Big Santa that has sunglasses off the side of the freeway. Yeah, it is. It's near it.
Oh, it is.
Oh my goodness. So I don't remember if I told the vlog. I'm reading The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Do you remember
The actual Sleepy Hollow
21st night
by
of
Washington
September?
Irving. No, I don't.
That was like a week ago, Amy.
I don't remember. The 21st night of September. I don't. What happened on the 21st night of September?
I died.
You would think I would remember something like that. You made me choke on my tea. I almost called it coffee, too. You're killing me, Larry.
My name's Larry and I died on the 21st night of September.
That was 6 days ago. Was that Tuesday?
I died on Tuesday. I made a new friend at dance and she doesn't care.
Congratulations.
Yeah. She goes to a very different school.
What very different school?
I don't know.
Like a private school?
No. It's a different school.
Or like one that looks like yours, but in another place?
Yeah.
Okay. Because yours was part of the district, so that's why it looks like the other schools.
Oh.
But now it's a charter school.
21st night of September.
If anybody has been to California, you will know that majority of our schools, our public schools, are so boring
They're the same
looking.
thing.
They're so boring looking. And you know, there's some cool looking ones in LA, in downtown LA, but for the most part, most of our schools, even our high schools, they all look the same and they're all boring and they're not cool. There's like no cool character to them. And the lockers, if they are lucky enough to have any, they're outside.
Yeah, the lockers and
My school was a private school, so it was cool. It had a basement. The library was in the basement.
I don't know parents.
Yeah, we had no windows. Oh my gosh. And when it would rain, we would like totally, when it was like pouring rain, we'd be like, oh, it's gonna flood. It's gonna flood.
Why?
It never flooded. Well, because there was back door stairs and front door stairs. You only had stairs. That was the only, that, you know, looking back, it's like, that's not very safe, especially if there was an earthquake. And then we had a middle floor, where all the main stuff was. And then where the office was, and a couple classrooms, and our lockers. Our high school lockers were there. Oh, that car seat is still there. That's so random.
Why is there first?
It was there yesterday. I don't know. Someone just randomly put a car seat on, and I thought, oh, someone's gonna get it. There was a little soccer ball too in the
I
gutter.
know it's.
That's
Oh my
more.
gosh, it's Georgie.
That's more understandable than a. There's what?
It's a 2021 version of Georgie. I mean, Georgie's mom.
That was my school.
Georgie's so love.
We didn't have the awning though. We had umbrellas. One of the classes after me helped raise money to get the awning. And then when we would drive by, we'd be like, that's not fair. That's not fair. Because we always had to deal with like the birds, the seagulls. Fun days. But we had vending. Oh, gosh. Sorry, Zoe. Are you okay? Poor baby. We had vending machines though, so. We had soda. We could get soda. Yep. And guess what? For hot lunch, always wanted hot lunch because guess what?
Why?
Little Caesars, McDonald's, Taco Bell. Yes. It was worth buying. It was worth buying. And we'd have bake sales. The brownie, somebody made some really amazing brownies. And I would just go, I would have all this extra cash. That sounds funny. I would have all this extra cash change because I played sports, and we'd go out to eat after the sports,
Uh-huh.
and grandma, your great grandma,
Kathleen.
yeah, she would give, most of the time it was her because my mom was at work. She would give, me like a 20. And especially back then, like Taco Bell was 69 cents for a burrito.
Wow.
So, and that wasn't even that much that was only 20 years ago. And so I'd have so much leftover change. And so sometimes I would save it, and sometimes I would still have it with me, and I would buy a bunch of stuff from the bake sale. Half the time I was like handing it out to everybody. Well, not everybody, just my friends. Oh, the best days. You want to know the best days? When the Spanish Club made churros. Those were the best days. They were close to Disneyland churros. They were close. Those were the best days. I just remembered the best days.
I'm so sad now.
Yeah, I had good days. Eventually, I think they took I don't know when they took the vending machine out, but they don't have it anymore. And you know what else? We had a pay phone. So a phone that you put change in to use, right?
I know.
We had a pay phone in the hallway. It was really stupid.
So you could just like.
I don't know why.
Go at school?
So if we didn't feel good like you did today, but like we actually could be at school, you know what I mean? We would like for me, I would call my grandma. Can you come get me? I don't feel well. We would bypass the office. Then our parent or our grandparent or whoever we would call, they would come to the office and pick us up.
Wow.
We didn't have to, because we hated going to the office because they would take your symptoms, they take your temperature, they would like give you like Advil and send you back to class or whatever. So it was just easier to call, because sometimes you just needed a mental break. I think that's important. I think that's still not happening for kids. Yeah. And well, some people would use it to like call their boyfriends instead, or page their boyfriends, because we didn't have texting, or some people had cell phones. I don't know anybody that had a cell phone, but they were like those really huge. But people had pagers, beepers, so they would page their boyfriend, and they would page the number of the payphone, and the boyfriend would call back. Hopefully, while you were standing there. I'm sure some people got caught. What was not fun one year, we had locker searches. Because somebody had drugs. So that kind of stuff still happened at private schools. Sin is sin. I try not to ever complain about like my high school and junior high days, because I was blessed compared to everybody else having to go to public school. So, I mean, the biggest thing I could complain about was the fact that in the beginning the girls had to wear dresses or skirts, and they had to be past our knees, and we could only wear jeans on Fridays, and it had to be the shirt had to be a school shirt that we wore with our jeans or whatever. And then the boys had to wear jeans and a nice shirt and a tie, so that was very like sexist, we felt. But then by sophomore year we had to wear uniforms only, and I hated that worse. I would have given anything to have the other back. Uniform pants are like really like, if anybody knows, that's listening, knows what I'm talking about. Your Aunt Janet knows what I'm talking about, and your daddy and your uncles know what I'm talking about, because they had to wear uniforms. They like suck in at the waist like this, so like you had to buy like a bigger size, which meant then in the pant legs they ballooned out, and they were really big in the legs, but tight in the waist. Yeah. And then you had to wear collared shirts. Luckily, at that point, I found out later that they finally made them wear a certain brand or whatever, or a certain color, but when I was there, we could wear whatever color we wanted, and we could wear them from like whatever store, because the uniforms we bought were really expensive. So we had to go to the Valley to get more options. There weren't so many options when they came to us, so we had to go to the Valley. So A, we had to go to the Valley, but B, they were like $48 pants. So it was like, okay, these are your 5 pants for the rest of high school. And I had a skirt. I think I might have had some shorts, but yeah, I wore the same thing for 3 years. Like, yeah. The only thing that changed was my collared shirts. See, the gate is locked, and I wanted to take them on a walk.
Just hop over the fence.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just closed. All right, we are where we need to be.